Today we're looking at the Transformers Shattered Glass Core Class Soundwave. So here he is in his van mode. Of course, we look at him, take a quick look at the paints. So first off, we do have some white surface primer. The camera is slow because he is small. Then I have some normal spray blue. And I have some spray lights blue. As well as park green, if it'll focus, thank you. Some flat aluminum. And finally, semi-gloss black. So here he is in his little van mode, and this is a repaint of the Studio Series 86 Core Class Ratchet because it's already white, and I didn't have to paint a whole freaking Ironhide white, so this works for me. But as you can see, this is a lot more detailed than the original van mode. So the original van mode just had like these windows painted, and they called it in like I think the front bumper. They had this whole bit painted silver, like not down here, but every other part of this, and just called it a day. But I decided to go and fully paint the side windows. I didn't paint the back ones because I just didn't really want to. Like I sort of like to try to keep the sort of simple look of a Core Class toy, but just a little bit more detailed. Like it's like a premium Core Class toy is kind of my thought process behind this. Like it isn't super detailed, but it's more detailed than they normally are. I even painted in the windshield wipers. But I used all that regular spray blue on all these windows because the windows kind of vary. Like sometimes it's like a light clear blue. The Botcon toy had a dark clear blue, which the Botcon toy was the main influence for this. But yeah, I do like how it looks. A little part green, a little green headlights, bit of black there as a reference to the little bit of black grill piece on the Botcon toy instead of it being the whole thing. But yeah, pretty much it for his cute little van mode. So let's go ahead and get him into his robot mode. And here in robot mode is where we get to some of the fun stuff. But here he is with sporting a brand new head sculpture we're going to get into in just a second. But I did, like I said, I based these colors mainly on the Botcon toy, but I simplified it. Like I didn't really paint anything for the legs, but I did do the arms with the blue, the black fists, and then this all black, which are really the only new paint apps other than the head itself, which is very beautifully done. If it'll focus, come on. Which I really love the fact that they even sculpted the band in there, like even on the back. It just looks really good. I did do the faceplate silver instead of white. That is the one reference to the Hasbro Shattered Glass Soundwave, also because I did not want to paint that white. But yeah, for a quick little comparison, here he is with the New Age one. Get this up just a little bit, which is kind of neat to see them together. And then finally, the other two Legends Shattered Glass customs I've done so far, which Soundwave is admittedly a little bit big for these guys. So we can move it over just a little bit. Like he's like half a head taller than both of them. But I do still like the look. I mean the Shattered Glass stuff wasn't really in scale with each other anyway, so it's kind of alright. Who knows, if Hasbro does new Legends versions of both of them, I'll have to update them. But it isn't just Soundwave himself. I did also get the weapon, which is based on the Botcon. The Botcon Shattered Glass toy, but then also based on the Classics Ironhide mold, which also not only comes with the gun attachment, but even the blade, which I cannot stick the blade all the way in here anymore because right before filming this, it dropped out of my hand and the gun fell on the ground because the gun's very loosely in his hand. So I had to drill a hole on the inside to push the peg back out. And then I like cut it and like sand it down a little bit so it's a lot looser in here. That's also why I can't go all the way anymore. That's as far as I'm pushing it. And I can just gently move it out. Which he can hold, and it is very nice. I'm gonna give him the gun attachment just because it's safer right now. I like the blade one more, but I hate that it broke. And now it's just a lot more frail. Which for these, I use some spray semi-gloss black. And then the blade is a mica blue. And then I also did use gray surface primer. Forgot to grab it. But no Soundwave is complete without his little friends. So here is a little shattered glass laser beak that is so small that you could breathe heavily and he'll be gone forever. And I love this little thing. He's very tiny. Like, there you go. He is very, very small. I could lose him so easily. But for him, I did use the white surface primer as well as some bright red spray paints and some dark gray paint. Oh yeah, and flat aluminum. I used some of the flat aluminum too. But yeah, I really like this. I love how it turned out. I've had a friend of mine suggested doing this, and I was headstrong on getting it done because I was gonna sell off my core class ratchet, but then he was like, "Why don't you do this?" And I was like, "Yeah." So I went through a whole thing of, at first I was gonna get like the core class Soundwave and just take its head. And then I had someone that could actually make the parts for me. So a huge shout out to Alpha Customs TF on Instagram. I'm going to link them down below, which they helped me out with this, and they helped me out with a future custom that we will get to eventually, whenever I buy the figure. If you wouldn't sell out on Amazon, I wish you'd go on sale. Why can't every custom I want to do go on sale? It'd be so nice. It'd help me out a lot. But yeah, overall, I love this thing. I love it so much. I love doing these little Shattered Glass Legends toys a lot. Like, yeah, Goldbug was a little weird, and part of me wants to redo it. Which, if I do, I probably won't make a video on it. I'll definitely do a social media post. But I won't really do like a whole video on it, because it'd be more or less the same thing, but with a better black finish and maybe a better head. We'll see. I'm debating if I want to do it again. And then the Starscream was just so much fun. It was just a challenge of masking and seeing what I could do. And of course, the new Energon Megatron coming out, I am going to do that. That is a given. And then I do have a Core Class Nemesis Prime that we would do a Shattered Glass Prime with. So we'll see how that goes. Let you know in 3 to 5 business months. But yeah. Anyways, that is pretty much all I have to say. So, be sure to check out my channel for more video and custom reviews, and please don't forget to subscribe. You can also come check out my Facebook and Twitter pages, links in the description below. And this is the 14th Prime, signing out.